Hey friends, it's Rosalind. Welcome back to our gardens and our tiny flower farm. It is early October, the mornings are cooler, the dew is extra heavy on the flowers, and we're expecting our first frost tonight. I wonder what the weather is like where you are. Do you still have flowers in bloom in your gardens? Everyone in the coop is hungry and asking for breakfast. We're on our way to make sure that their bellies are filled. Today we're going to be cutting from the lavender plants as well as tarragon to dry for this winter. Tarragon is something that I have never dried before. It'll be an experiment. I'll bring you along for it. But lavender is one of those plants that even after it's dried, if you happen to brush against it or accidentally break off a little stem, it just releases this calming scent. And it's a scent that somehow it takes me back to my mom's garden. She's my biggest inspiration when it comes to gardening. When we bought our first home, she said, "Oh, you need flower beds and you need some flowers." So she would go to the produce auction and she'd come by with, or she'd stop by at our house with new to me perennials, and she'd tell me how to plant them. And that just sparked this deep love for gardening inside of me. Gardening is something that is very calming to me. And the scent of lavender, I don't know, it takes me to calm moments. And so that's kind of why lavender takes me back to my mom's garden. We have our lavender cut. Now we're going to cut some of the tarragon, but I need to show you this because do you remember exactly about 2 months ago when we started the zucchini plant from seed? I think we'll harvest some for dinner tonight. Oh, look at that. Exactly about 60 days from seed to harvest. Tarragon is kind of hiding under the zucchini plant. We haven't decorated our front porch yet for fall, so we're going to work on that today. We're going to cut some branches from the redbud tree behind me, and then we're going to head down to our neighbor's farm stand because they have some beautiful pumpkins, and then we'll see what we can come up with for the front porch. This is the items we have to work with today. I just got some items out of the basement that I had bought on clearance last fall. And these pumpkins that we got today for $25 at our neighbor's farm stand, and the branches. This is the area that we're going to be working in. Here is a little after peek for you. I thought we'd wait until the sun is a little bit lower in the sky so we can see better. So in this planter, it is filled with soil. I placed hydrangeas, some oats and wheat in there. And then down below, we just have pumpkins. On this little guy, hot glued some hydrangeas on the center of it to kind of give it a little crown. And these planters, both in the bottom, they do have bricks. And then about right in here is where the planter starts. It does have a fern planted in it, so it already had soil. Just place the branches in there. There is some hydrangeas and some dried florals around the bottoms. Now keep in mind, these branches, they will kind of wilt eventually, like the leaves, especially if they're not in water or if you haven't conditioned them. But I don't really mind because they're supposed to have that fallish look to them. Attach some hydrangeas to the stems here and there with floral wire. In the middle of each planter, I did place an orange pumpkin. There's another one in here. What do you think, friends? Would you try this at home? I also did want to make it special between these two rocking chairs because this is where Harley and I will often sit in the mornings to have coffee or sit in the evening to chat. So I just place a couple of pumpkins in there. Here's the backed up view. Oh, I feel like this makes it so cozy up here on the porch. Well, friends, thank you for spending some time with us. I hope it's brought a little peace to your day. Have an amazing week, and we will see you right back here next Saturday. Bye.